Hi everyone, and welcome to another of our Clarity Media puzzle solving videos. Today I'll be solving the Noughts and Crosses puzzle. And just to reiterate with our other videos, this puzzle is also available online at our website, clarity-media.com, completely free, every day a new puzzle, and the same goes for word searches, Sudoku, Star Battle, all manner of puzzles. But enough rambling from me, I will jump into it. What is it? It's a Noughts and Crosses puzzle. What is a Noughts and Crosses puzzle? Well, essentially, you have to place 4 noughts and 4 crosses in every row and column of the grid. And the main rule is that you cannot have more than 2 consecutive of any symbol horizontally or vertically. Diagonal is fine. So since I see these 2 crosses here, I know that there must be noughts on either side of them. And since I see 2 noughts here, I know there must be a cross there. That's the main rule. The only other rule you really have to think about, other than the 4 and 4, is that rows and columns cannot be identical. So let's say I filled this out and I saw another column, there were 2 options and one was identical. I'd have to go with the option that wasn't identical. But that rule only rarely comes into play. So you don't really need to think too much about it. So let's begin. So I've filled that in, that's good. Since these 2 crosses there'd be 3 of them consecutive if they were across here, so that has to be a nought as well. And any more gimmies? Here's a gimme, excellent, that's a cross there, which then produces another, that's a nought. But on the whole, this is a fairly tricky start actually. There's not too many automatic fill-ins. I'm going to have to start counting already. So I can see, for instance, there are 3 crosses in this row, which means only 1 more cross is coming. Now that means the cross can't be here, because if the cross were here, like that, the remaining 2 noughts would be like that, and that would create a triple. So, as a result, that is the nought, which means we don't know necessarily what these are yet, but I can get 2 more gimmies there. Excellent. And let's do the same in this map. I missed that one. There we go. Let's do the same here. So 1 nought to go and 2 crosses. Okay. 1 nought to go and 2 crosses. What about here? 1 nought. And here 3 crosses to go actually. So I don't know if I can get anything from that just yet. But we'll keep counting. See here, there's also 3 noughts, 1 cross, which means one of the noughts. No. One of the crosses. So only 1 nought is to go, but 3 crosses are, and that means essentially I cannot have that final nought in this top one because it will create 4 crosses. So this one has to be a cross, and then again the final nought can't be here because that would create a triple cross like that. That's not possible. So this we can also say is a cross, and now I think we don't have enough information to proceed further. Here we have all 4 noughts, that's good, so we can just say these 2. So all 4 crosses, so we can say these are noughts, which gives me 2 more gimmies, which then gives me a cross on the final row, excellent. And then here we have 3 of each, so I don't think we can determine this just yet. Here we have 1 of each remaining again, so I don't think we can just yet determine that. Let me see where we proceed from here. I don't think I'm missing it. So 3 here, only 1 is a nought. So the nought can't go over the top, that has to be a cross again. And then it's a tie between a nought and a cross here. Again, got 3 noughts, which means the nought can't go there because it goes triple, so that has to be a cross. And then it's either or. In here, 3 crosses, 1 nought, which means the 1 nought has. Okay, well, actually, there's a gimme there already. There should be 3 noughts to go. There's now 2 noughts to go and 1 cross. And we know the 2 noughts can't fill this gap, that's for sure. But I don't know if we can proceed further than that at the moment. So 2 crosses. 2 crosses here. And then here we have 2 and 2. Okay. So one of each here, one of each there. You see, I think we're quite close to making a breakthrough that would lead to a sort of cascade solve, but I don't know quite how close. So we've got one nought to go across. We've got one cross here. Okay, only one cross remaining. I think that's our key. So we know it can't go there because it would lead to a triple. It means that's a nought, which means that's a fill-in, which means that's a 0. Yep, I think that's all correct. We've got, yep, looks right to me. And that means those now become gimmies. Excellent. And this is a gimme, which means this is filled in. I told you that cascade was just, we were on the cusp of it. So that's complete. That's a gimme now. And what have we got? We've got one of each. That hasn't quite been sorted out. That clearly has been sorted out because it's the only one in its column. So that is a cross. Excellent. That means that's a gimme. There you go. And now we have remaining one of each. So I don't think we can determine that just yet. Could be either. But that's a gimme, and that means this fills in as a cross. Excellent. So now we've got one of each there, or two of each in this row, which means two of each on this side. But here we've got 3 crosses and only one nought, which means we know that one nought has to go there to prevent it being a triple nought. And then we can also see it be a triple nought again from here, unless a nought went here as well, which gives us a gimme of that one. Then X and O, I don't think we can quite determine yet, but that then has to be an O, which means that's an X. And then we've got 2 left here, one of each. Then okay, so there's only one remaining here now. It's a cross. Excellent. So we sorted that out. And of the 2 remaining here, got okay. So both of those have to be noughts remaining. That's excellent. That's a gimme. One remaining here, which is a nought. Yep. My eyes keep on focusing. I don't want to accidentally write the wrong symbol in. Yep. And then that has to be cross. That's a gimme. Only one remaining here. That is it's a nought. So we've finally gone out of this bit that was bothering us earlier. Nought or cross. Well, we have all 4 noughts now in this column. Yep. So we can say safely those are both crosses, and then we have, in this case, that's a gimme. Excellent. And the final one is nought, 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 nought. It has to be a cross. So I'll check. Hopefully it's correct. Yes, it's correct. Right. So that's the Star Battle puzzle. Not Star Battle puzzle. That's a Noughts and Crosses puzzle, which is available at our website, a new one every day. If you see my first weekly Noughts and Crosses, you'll see this one's a bit slower. I think this was a fair bit harder because there wasn't as much immediate writing. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a fun puzzle. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you enjoy solving your own when you check them out on our website. So thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that usual stuff, and have a nice day.